Right now I'm playing Phoenix Point with the Terror from Devoid mod, including some other mods as well that are more of a quality of life. If you've ever played the XCOM games, this is essentially, it plays similar to the original XCOM from the 90s. I have played this before, and I will confess, well, I've never actually completed like a full playthrough. It kind of is a little difficult for me. But yeah, let's just get into it. Starting a new game, we'll play on Veteran. Nothing to really change here.
October 24th, 1945. The Second War to end all wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense, when huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea.
Some mist appeared and started driving people into the ocean, and then they came back as these sort of mutated sea monsters. We are trying to solve the mystery of why this is happening and how can we stop this. So we are Phoenix Project, an organization that kind of went dark after World War II or some moon mission that failed, and now we're back from the dead. So our ultimate goal is to research the Pandora virus, ultimately figure out how we can stop it. We're just going to start off by exploring some regions, and we'll see where this goes. Alright, rescue soldiers. Okay, so here we are on the battlescape, or tactical as the game calls it. But yeah, like I said before, this plays like XCOM. It's a turn-based tactical game where you command a squad of soldiers, you move each them individually. Cover is quite important, so our objective right now is to rescue some soldiers. If we rescue them, we can recruit them and build up our forces, so this will be very important. Alright, let's see what... Okay, so there's an enemy. Yeah, they spotted us. Alright, so since this is the early game, most of our enemies are just going to be these Arthrons, these, I don't know what to call them, crab-like thingies. But right now, all they have are pincers, so what they're going to try to do is get into melee range and, you know, pinch us to death. So what we can do... Yeah, what we can do is use Overwatch to our advantage. It's a very valuable tactic where you can have your guys watch a certain area, and then if an enemy enters that area, they will automatically fire at the enemy. It's a very valuable defensive tactic that's pretty much essential to winning most battles. Overwatch usually Tritons. These guys are Tritons. They're a little different. They're much more agile than that other one, the Arthron I just showed you. But what makes them especially annoying is that they have regeneration. They have lifesteal, so they can just suck your troops to death. Hopefully, it doesn't flank us.
I'm here.
So I guess I will like put one guy there.
Let them come.
Now, this is what I think is most interesting about Phoenix Point, and you probably won't really appreciate it until you've played any of the XCOM games or anything like those. Instead of normally, telling your soldier to shoot and, they'll attempt to shoot at it, there's a chance they'll miss. In this game, it kind of realistically simulates bullet projection. Let me show you. Basically,
Come get some.
your soldier will actually aim and shoot. So yeah, you can see I'm in free aim, and I can move my soldier's aim around and just essentially aim wherever I can see, even my own guys. And as you can see, there's different body parts. Sometimes it's better to take out an enemy's arm or something to disable them rather than just killing them outright. I think for now we'll just damage them. Alright, he missed. He just blew up the light post that was in front of him. Didn't realize we were using 50 cal, but whatever.
Hostile injured, but alive.
There we go. See, that is the power of Overwatch. There is bearded soldiers we need to rescue on here. There is one Andorian, one enemy in there, so what we're gonna do is help them out a bit. Kill this guy. They probably could kill themselves, but I just want to not take any chances.
Let's make this happen!
Some of these voice lines,
Receiving.
I know there's an option to turn them off, but I feel like I gotta keep them just for like funsies. Alright, so there's this other one.
Check this out.
This is why we bring grenades. He's kind of too far away to do anything, so I'm just gonna blow up his cover. Not only have we destroyed some of his limbs, his cover is completely gone.
Let's do this.
Back him. And he's panicked. So, panicking is when a character's will points drop to 0, they become panicked. What they'll do is they'll essentially run away, find cover, and cower in fear. And will points are kind of like a mana system for this game that doubles as a morale system. You use special abilities that consume will points. It's definitely a balancing act between using your special abilities to gain advantages in battle, but not overusing them so that your soldiers are vulnerable, start to waver. Right, we got all 3 soldiers now. It's time to head for the evac point. We need to get all of our soldiers to this yellow square here, and then we can complete the mission, evacuate all our soldiers. Someone on our flank. Free aim is very effective when you got a sniper with really high accuracy. Let's take out their arm just so I can show you what I mean. There we go. As you can see, I've taken out their pincer. They can no longer attack, and what they're going to do now is they're basically going to flee. So we've essentially taken out an enemy without actually killing them. Alright, finally everybody is at the evac point. Alright, we completed the mission, we got some experience, and Yusuf leveled up. Alright, enter Sanhedrin, stage left. Okay, so we've encountered our first faction, Sanhedrin, at the Sanhedrin Haven of Anarchistan. What kind of name is that? I never noticed that before. That's just anarchy, which I guess is fitting, but Anarchistan. Interesting. They're asking us for help from some thieves that have stolen some research. We're basically going to go in there, kill those thieves, give them back their research. Here we are in Sanhedrin. As you can see, it's very much Sanhedrin is basically very much a high-tech, sci-fi themed faction. And what they basically are is anarchists. That's pretty much it. They're anarchists. Anyway, if we're facing off against bandits, you do fight human characters, human soldiers, other human factions. Up there's the leader. So that guy with the yellow icon next to his health, that's the ow. Ow! I agree. Out. Just blow his head clean off.
Finger on the trigger.
There we go.
Perfect shot.
One down. There we go. we'll send our heavy guy that push on that sniper there, and we're just gonna wait for the other enemies to approach us, fight them on our terms.
Ready to rumble. Enemy spotted.
Okay. There we go. Nice hit. The destructible environment is cool and all, but definitely works in weird ways sometimes, where your sniper guy will just completely, absolutely demolish a tree. Chuck that. There we go. I guess I'll just have you snipe him. This is gonna hurt.
Perfect shot.
Alright, there we go.
Trying to build a truly democratic society without hierarchies involves a lot of arguing.
Yeah, we'll take that payment.
You're welcome. I hope we can
And we're gonna
work
keep
together
exploring.
again.
Research complete.
We've completed research that allows us to see the mist. The mist is this red thing around here. I don't think we can really do about it right now.
Last leader of the Phoenix Project. When we took back Phoenix Point, we found his notes. He'd been working frantically to understand the Pandora virus. Somewhere in the complicated history of the project, in decades of missions and investigations, there had to be an answer.
What we're being introduced to right now is one of the paths, the Phoenix path. Basically, we learn more about this Symes character, and it's not the only path to victory. There's many other solutions, and that's kind of the fun of this campaign. We could also go down the Sanudrian pathway as well, help them research their solution to the Pandora virus. Our organization has leftover remnants, and what we're going to do is we're going to reactivate some of these bases to get them operational. Some of these locations have a research lab, and that is going to help us complete our research projects a lot faster. It is kind of expensive to activate and repair these bases, so we do need to be mindful of our resources. We just saw an asteroid crash into the Earth. What's going to happen is, you'll see later. You'll see. Oh, okay. If we can rescue some more soldiers, that's good. More soldiers is always welcome. Tactical bandana, very interesting equipment. There we go.
Ready to engage.
Yeah.
Hostile destroyer.
Snipers are quite powerful in this game. They're very effective. They can shoot from afar.
Sure thing.
It'd be funny if I just like shot him in the arm. Just kill him outright. Did I get him? No, that would have been funny. Although we did destroy his cover, so he's much more exposed. Maybe now we can kill him. So close. Alright, we're done. We're actually quite lucky to get 2 rescue missions this early in the game. I'm going to manufacture some more weapons for our new recruits because the equipment they have is just not at all good.
My name is not important now, but I am known among the pure as Subject 24, the 24th volunteer in a program set up by Tobias West that gave us hope, a secret program that would fix the world. And in the final moment, he backed down. His attempts to erase us have failed.
We just got a transmission from this robot cyborg dude naming himself as Subject 24. They're basically contacting us for a mission to do, I don't know, something. We're going to help him. It'll give us some cool technology, we'll say. You'll see. Right now, we're at Symes' private retreat, and we're going to raid this house, hopefully to find his journal that'll hopefully give us some clues on how to defeat the Pandora virus.
Easy enough.
There we go.
Next.
They're starting to swarm our guy, heavy guy down there. Oh, I didn't. Dang it. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it all out. There we go. Now let's just clean up. There we go. All right.
The answers are out there. So much has been investigated and collected and analyzed, but it's all scattered, lost. There's only one thing I'm sure of. I can't stay here anymore.
We've identified 3 sites that are relevant to his research, and hopefully will give us more information about the Pandora virus. So we've come across the Disciples of Anu, and they basically want us to clear out an infestation of mutated worms. Here are the worms. We're just gonna chuck a grenade at these 2. Take them out. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There we go.
The Exalted is the only one who has any real answers. She can lead us out of this mess. Give us lives worth living. If you want to work with us, you'll still have to deal with the hierarchy.
Kind of worships not the Pandoran virus itself, I don't think, but kind of they see it as like more of a challenge and a reason for humanity to evolve or something. Uh-oh. Okay, we just got ambushed. What's going to happen is we're going to be deployed on a map, and we need to hold out long enough till evac arrives. Throw a grenade, deal with them a bit. The enemy can also use Overwatch as well, so you do need to be mindful of that as well. The best way to go about it is just, get around, flank them.
Acquiring target.
That does require you to be in a good position to flank them, but yeah, you get the point. Alright, where's the... Okay, it's right there. Not too bad. Got out of that ambush and picked up a few resources along the way. I'd say pretty good. Let's open up a second base, actually. Let's we'll do this one. That's... Oh, we've come across something in the archives, something called Project Glory. Maybe we'll research that. Sometimes havens can come under attack by the Pandorans. It doesn't look like they really need our help, but maybe we could get a little reward. Yeah, see, we get an award for helping them too, so might as well help them. Oh, great. Yeah, we just suffered our first delirium effect. As you can see, the purple bar around our soldiers' icons, that's the delirium. And it's going to basically reduce our willpower, our morale a bit. We'll just have to put up with it for now. Anyway, this mission, we gotta rescue civilians. Love to see it. See my soldiers just
reporting enemy contact.
Shoot enemies from across the map successfully. Always warms my heart. Makes me feel proud. Just chuck a grenade.
Check this out.
That's nice. Yeah. And they turned invisible too. Great. Cool thing about the invisible ability though, there are actually ways to see where they are, but there was this little glimmer that appeared that moved from where we shot the guy to down here. In fact, you could kind of see that if you move the cursor around, there's like an area that we can't select. Here, launch. I don't know if we killed it just now, but we definitely tore it apart with that grenade. There we go.
Took one down.
All done. When a Haven gets attacked by Pandorans, that usually means there is a nest somewhere nearby. But we don't know its location, so we need to build scanners in our bases so that when a Haven gets attacked, we can pinpoint exactly where they're coming from. The Pandorans have evolved again, and now they're packing guns. It's only going to get worse from here. We'll just need to adapt, make better use of cover as we go. We're going to do that mission Subject 24 provided us with. Shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. Here we go. Grab this. There we go. That's one down.
Opening fire.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, you just need to heal yourself right now. There we go.
Ready to rock.
Oh, there we go.
Taking aim.
Come on. Please kill him. There we go.
Gotta be quick.
Okay, here we go. Alright, now we're out. That was kind of rough. We lost one guy. I don't think it was anyone important. Who was it? Ugh. Yeah. Well, that happens. You kind of just gotta learn to live with it sometimes. In this Haven defense mission, we're not saving civilians this time. We're instead trying to protect structures and keep them from getting destroyed. Also, we're being introduced. Revenant resistance already. The Terraform Void mod, it gives them adds a whole bunch of things, as well as this Revenant resistance thing. Well, wait a minute. What is that? Or somehow stealing our dead and splicing them into new monstrosities. I guess our soldier that died earlier got turned into a Pandoran. There we go.
There are some who still cling to the sins of the old world.
We've also found a Pandoran nest as well. If we destroy that, we'll stop any further attacks. New Jericho, a faction. The best way I can describe them is they're basically capitalist. Maybe not. Their leader is this person named Tobias West. He's basically created almost a personality. It's very close to, you could say, a fascist dictatorship. Their approach to the Pandoran virus is, to completely wipe out the Pandoran virus. They tend to really dislike the other factions who are either trying to coexist with the Pandoran virus or worship it. Troops basically have a bunch of heavy armor, as well as armor-piercing weaponry and explosives, making them a somewhat difficult faction to deal with. They're very powerful enemies, but unfortunately, looking at our relationship with them, we are very likely going to be facing more of them in the future. The thing about this game, this campaign, is that there isn't one path to victory. You also shouldn't really try to make everyone happy. The factions are also tied to progression. There's the Phoenix Point pathway to victory, but there's also a pathway to victory if you follow Synedrion or Anu or New Jericho. And you can't really do all three of them. You definitely have to pick and choose. A lot of this game is basically picking and choosing your fights, but also picking and choosing your allies and your enemies, what missions are feasible for you to complete, and deciding what havens have to be sacrificed for you to achieve other goals. And I think for now, we might honestly help out the disciples of Anu. Anyway, for now, we are going to assault this Pandoran nest, destroy it, and keep these havens from being further attacked, at least for now. Alright, so Pandoran Nest mission. We are in a Pandora nest where they're laying all their eggs and hatching them. So what we need to do is we need to go in and we need to destroy the hatching sentinels that are hatching the eggs, and if we destroy them, we render the nest non-functional. As you can see, there's a bunch of dark areas around. We need to send someone in to explore those. I think I'll start this. Oh, this is an egg. Now, we don't have to destroy the eggs to complete this mission. We just need to find the hatching sentinels. If we get close to it, it'll start hatching. We should best avoid them when we can.
EC.
I made an exception for that one, just because it was in the pathway. I think after this mission, I would really like to manufacture some new armor for our guys. We do have weapons for them, but without armor, they are very squishy. A few missions ago, we had a sniper with pretty pathetic armor, and an enemy sniper flanked us and just took him out in one shot. We definitely want to avoid further incidents like that in the future. There we go. Okay. Here is what we're looking for. This is a hatching sentinel. It's basically motionless, can't hurt us or shoot at us in any way. What it can do is, if we get close enough to it, it'll become alert and start a process to basically hatch all of the nearby eggs. We definitely want to take it down in one turn, and for that we need to set up our guys in a firing lane and take it down in one go. We got our guys in a firing line. Let's just blast this thing. There we go. There is, I believe, one more remaining, so let's go find that. You really can't see into this fog area, my guy. Come on.
Right there.
There better not be a sentinel when I peek. Okay, so when I moved, there was a noticeably long pause. That means I just walked into the hatching sentinel's range. Now I definitely don't have enough movement to take it down in one turn, so all I could do now is set up my guy's Overwatch. Oh wow, I could just use the Overwatch to scan the terrain, but yeah, it's around here somewhere. Yep. Great. Problem here is that there are quite a lot of worms. Oh boy. You missed! This guy has a shield, so it's very difficult to get him from the front. Fortunately, he made the strange decision to park right next to my guy with a rifle. There we go. You don't even have to deal with him. Yeah, he has no other way of attacking us.
Here I come.
I wonder if I can rush the sentinel down. Just chuck everything at it. There we go. Since we destroyed the sentinels, we're done, actually. We don't have to clean up or anything. I don't know if destroying nests reduces the spread of the mist, but it definitely will halt attacks on the havens. So for now, I think we could focus on... I guess we'll just focus on the Disciples of Anu mission here. We have received a message about Oneric delirium effects. I think this is another addition from the Terror from the Void mod. The Pandorans and the Mist are affecting the psyche of humanity. We're basically starting to experience symptoms of mass hysteria. What that basically means gameplay-wise is we're going to start getting some of these effects. Right now we have diplomatic penalties among factions plus 50%, but research by factions doubled. We got another transmission, an emergency transmission from a New Jericho science facility. I guess we could track down the location and figure out what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to summarize these next few events. Firstly, we assisted New Jericho with some soldiers that have gone mad, so we just killed them. We found and recovered a vehicle that made from scrap, but it could also fire grenades. Most importantly, we've researched the technology necessary to capture and contain the Pandoran creatures. This will be very important for advancing our research into the Pandoran virus and yield other benefits as well. Unfortunately, it'll take time to build the actual containment facilities, so in the meantime, we've traded with the Havens to build up our stocks of tech and materials. Also, remember that meteor that crashed into the Earth near the beginning of the game? Well, turns out that's an egg, and it's close to hatching. Fortunately, a Sanedrion citizen named Elaine had recovered some old Phoenix Point technology that could allow us to destroy the egg before it hatches. Unfortunately, as we were on our way to destroy the egg, we got attacked from all sides by Pandorans, so we were forced to retreat before we could destroy the egg. The good news, at least, is that we've acquired a new aircraft equipped with air-to-air weaponry, and just in time too, because we have engaged a flying Pandoran creature. We take it out easily enough, but the egg that we were meant to destroy has hatched into a great flying behemoth. What's going to happen now is that the behemoth will fly around the world, sending out flying Pandoran creatures to scout out for havens, and when it finds a haven, it's going over there to attack it and abduct half of the population there. Without a way to destroy the behemoth, all we can do for now is destroy the scouts the behemoth is sending to keep the behemoth from abducting more people. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out where I should start, where should I go from here. We could continue with Pandoran Pathway, get some progress in the story there, but starters, we're going to attack and destroy a Pandoran lair. This is similar to the Pandoran nests we've encountered before, but they are much larger, potentially more difficult. I would like to take the vehicle, but it's a bit cramped in the lair. It won't do much good, unfortunately. Our objective here, it's kind of similar to the nests we've attacked. We basically need to destroy a Pandoran spawnery, but there are going to be more enemies around here, so we definitely need to not stick around for too long. The freaky new creatures. This is a... God, what is it? This is just one example of how bad it's going to get when this is like... Because if I'm being honest, I'd say we are right about... I don't even know if we're in the mid game. Maybe we are. Definitely early mid, I'd say. Definitely gives you a kind of a perspective on just how wild things are going to get. But yeah, we need to find and destroy the spawnery. Fortunately, I have a good... Uh-oh. Oh god, I hope it's not here. That's like across the map. Please let it be in this corner. Oh god damn it. It's resistant to high damage attacks too. God. I would like to send a sniper up there. Damn it. Okay, just falling back. Oh no. Oh. Fine. Oh. Nice. Ooh. Love to see that. I gave my soldiers the ability to return fire. Anything that shoots at one of my guys, if they're in range, my guys will return fire at them, immediately retaliate and shoot at them. It's a great ability. Recommended. You see this big open area that my troops seemingly can't enter. Yeah, that means it's there. 100%. That's good. It's like right by the evac point too. Although I kind of want to capture this Revenant. I really do. Who here has it? You do. You do. So, do I stall the mission just so I can capture this big thing, or I just go for Spawnery? I think I just go for the spawnery. These things only deal like 8 paralysis, and I think, I don't know how much this creature needs, but it's definitely a lot. Let's just take it out rather than put our guys in danger. I say that as I put my sniper right on top of this big tower for everyone to see. It will be a good vantage point though. Yeah, we already spotted the spawnery. There it is. Yeah, okay, that was the thing I was worried about. Just shoot at the legs. Shame we couldn't capture it, but I'd rather not risk it. What the kind of angle is that? Oh boy. Yeah, that's what it does. It fires a cluster of worms at you. Unfortunately, I don't think they can reach my sniper. The worms can't climb. They don't have that ability, I'm afraid. Wow. Clever. Uh-oh. Shoot. Yeah, the enemy can also have return fire. So basically, to destroy the spawnery, it's obviously got a lot of health, so it's not really practical to just shoot it down. What you need to do is shoot these egg sacs on it. Almost dead. Come on. What if my grenade guy can just...
Oh yeah.
Meow. No more worms. How I've positioned things so far is that I have my 2 snipers here positioned in the back lines to take out anyone. So once we destroy the spawnery, I'll send my guys to this evac point, and I'll send my snipers to that evac point. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Thing you just, that purple thing you saw, that's what's called an Umbra.
I'm on the move.
Umbra? I don't know. It's another addition by the Terror from the Void mod. It ties into the Delirium effect, where I don't know really what the explanation, in-game explanation for it is, but basically we're gonna get some effects, some debuffs just from killing enemies, is how I'll put it. Yeah, I think we could just leave it, honestly. It'll bleed to death at this point. Alright, let's pull you 2 back. We don't really need you anymore. There we go. And we are done. Until now, we believed the Pandoran virus to be a nucleocytoplasmic large DNA virus. The suggestion that the Pandoran virus could be extraterrestrial was widely debated by scientists in the 2020s. That's where we are now, huh? Our analysis incorporating new data from the cryogenic facility confirms 3 facts with worrying implications. The Pandora virus existed on Earth long before the current outbreak. The Pandora virus is non-terrestrial in origin, and the Pandora virus is the product of design, not evolution.
None of this had deterred Randolph Symes. He continued his quest, hoping that whatever his great-grandfather had buried in Oglethorpe University's time vault held the answers he needed.
Right, we need to investigate Oglethorpe University's time vault, where Randolph Symes Sr. buried a collection of files that might shed light on the history of the Pandora virus. The coordinates have been uploaded to our system. Oh no, we just missed it. Dang it. If you don't kill the scouts quick enough, they'll just retreat. It's kind of annoying that you can't, like, attack them mid-flight. You can't, like, intercept them at all. That's such a weird decision not to do that. Anyway, remember that robot person we helped out a while ago? Well, it turns out he has been building up his forces, and now he's starting to attack and exterminate Havens. Obviously, we should try to stop him, but the problem is we don't know where the dude is. Our only way to find him is to keep an eye on his broadcasts and attacks and try to triangulate his position. Shoot. That delirium effect, it has now gotten worse. Our soldiers can now be more affected by it, and their morale their willpower is going to suffer as a result. Anyway, nothing much has happened. We've been exploring the world a bit. I will say that we have been getting more closer to the disciples of Anu. We are close to being aligned with them, actually, and what that means is that we will reach a point where they're going to share all of their research with us. Oh, wait a minute. I think we can recruit. Ooh, hee 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 hee. So we have just acquired a Mutog. Yeah, basically this is just a big, great beast bred by the disciples of Anu. The nice thing about Mutogs is that in battle, if they get a kill, they can heal health and get action points. So if you set it up right, they can really go on a rampage. Mutogs can come in many different parts. This one has a clubbing tail and a sort of snake-like head, but there are some that have like a sharper tail or like a more hammerhead shaped head. So it looks like we are back in Anarchistan, although this time we're going to be attacking, well, not really attacking the haven, but it seems that the Pure are about to attack this haven. I forgot, some bionic technology is in this haven, so we're going to use the attack from the Pure as a distraction to get in there and grab the technology. This does mean we're going to have to fight both the Pure and the Nidrion forces. Oh boy, we got to deal with a vehicle. Yikes. The plan is going to be, I think we're just going to gun it for a building, get out of the open. Here we go.
Engaging.
Ooh.
An injury to one.
We have both the Pure and the Synedrion here. Hopefully they'll keep each other distracted, but sooner or later I have to deal with one of them. The Aspida on its own, that vehicle on its own is not a threat, but it does have the ability to heal other players. I mean, heal other soldiers. I'm not entirely sure who I'd want to face off last. Oh god, that's a... Both of these factions are quite terrifying to fight against. They likely have grenades, so I'm not going to just camp on the top floors. I think I'll stick on the bottom. The good news is that there's nobody on this part of the map. I think they're all around here. So I could just let them fight it out.
Direct action.
Ooh. So Nidrion is getting their asses kicked. Pure forces are... Whoa, what the? That was a lot of damage. I thought that vehicle just paralyzed you. Oh god. Oh boy. It's not exactly safe. I think we legitimately need to like camp this door, camp this entranceway.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying these two up there just so they can launch grenades at them. Ooh. I think this battle would be fine. If the Aspida wins, they'll be damaged enough that's not a problem for us, and if the Pure win, well, they're definitely gonna be wounded. Little assurance. The Nidrion goes out right after me, so I think it just damaged the Aspida. Wow. Oh, what the? There is actually one more enemy.
Easy.
There we go.
Problem solved.
All done. Hello, voice over me here again. I'm just here to recap what happened when I was not recording for the past few days. Hopefully I'll be brief, but yeah, let's get right into it. Generally, we made some good progress in our research, which was accomplished primarily by capturing two particularly nasty looking Pandoran monsters. This culminated in us finally being able to look into the antediluvian civilization, which is a precursor civilization that may have also had to deal with the Pandoran virus. So hopefully they have answers we do not. We also took the time to clear out an infested haven, which was controlled by this node creature thingy. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I think it's the amalgamation of all of humanity's fears and paranoias balled up into one physical manifestation, but hey, that could be wrong on my part, so... But yeah, that's it for this recap, so I'll be seeing ya. Alright, so one of our bases has just come under attack, and even worse, it's our first and main base. This also coincides with a Pandoran attack on, of all the havens, Anarchistan. I guess Anarchy isn't all it's cracked out to be. Anarchistan, yeah, that's gone. We can't make it there in time, unfortunately. How base attacks work in this game is that you'll get notified when a base is under attack, and you have a set amount of time to actually get there and defend it. The catch is, the longer you take, the more dire the situation becomes. If I let the timer, that 18-hour timer, run down, the defense will become more and more difficult. And it'll take 9 hours for the closest team to get there. This is what I get for not having additional aircraft teams. There are 6 in the main team, in the main base. I'd say it's reasonably defended, all things considered. So one of the interesting things about base defense is the layout of the map will depend on the facilities you've built. This arrow here, it's the entrance of our base. So what we can do is use the layout of our base to find and create choke points. And the choke point is basically going to be here between our living quarters and our vehicle bay. Why are they here? Oh god, did I not put them in the hangar? I'm going to have everybody retreat back. I don't know why they're spawned here. I thought I spawned them in the hangar. Where's the rest of them? There should be more, actually. All I see is this one. Are the others just hidden? When I was starting up this mission, I got like so at the start of every mission, there's kind of like this threat meter thing that tells you, that kind of gives you an idea how difficult a mission is going to be. And when I looked at it, it was extreme. You know, obviously, that kind of sends me into a panic. What sends me into a bit of a bigger panic is that I'm only seeing one Pandoran. Play it safe. Just fall back. Ready. Oh yeah. We also get 3 security guards. They aren't great, but they'll be good meat shields for our actually important guys. Here we go. Oh, there's a siren. Oh my god, there's 2 sirens. My god. We'll use a grenade launcher on them. Just chuck grenades. Aw, you fool. Start. Oh, you're joking. This is what I hate about grenades. Like, your guy won't throw them. They'll toss them across into the stratosphere. Can you, like, toss a... Let's do this. Yeah. So, there. We'll hold them up in that entrance bit. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Give it to me. I want to take out this siren screaming head. I want to take out the guy with a grenade launcher on his arm because we are bunched up in this little area.
Target located.
Ooh, okay. Ah, yeah. They're literally running into the fire. They have no choice. Even if... Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Just...
It's some.
That guy's in for a rude... Oh, you're joking. You're joking.
Zooming in.
Oh, we won. Alright. That wasn't actually so bad. Alright, the bad news is that if our base is getting attacked, that means there's almost certainly a Pandoran nest or lair nearby. There it is. Oh, that is a Pandoran citadel. Previously, we faced a Pandoran nest, then we faced a Pandoran lair, and now we got a citadel. They're the third largest Pandoran structure, and definitely the hardest, because they got a big Pandoran creature called a Scylla, and it is very large, very dangerous, and will almost certainly require a large amount of effort. It's definitely a top priority, because if we don't take it out, it's going to keep launching attacks on not just our base, but all these havens as well.
Haven destroyed.
Yep, haven destroyed. Dang it. I think I'll take the Mutog. It takes up less space than the Scarab. Alright, here we go. Pandoran Citadel. Fight your way to the Scylla controlling the Citadel and kill it. Then evacuate the squad. Continuous enemy reinforcements are here. So we have to move quickly. Siren here. Siren Instigator. Not bad. Could be worse. Just take those guys out before you approach on the Scylla. Scout out. What the? The Siren isn't here? Where did it go?
Really the best they can do?
Oh my god, did it act? Their siren went over here just to make that about me. There it is. Alright, this is a Scylla, the apex of Pandoran development. We basically need to kill it. That's our only goal. You missed. Okie doke. It's got a lot of armor, a lot of health. Just need to shred as. Here we go. There's another.
Take that.
Okay. I haven't been talking much because, frankly, I'm locked in right now, but... Oh boy. Good damage, come on. Oh boy, who's gonna go after? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, game. Okay, come on. We're very close. Oh, we're so close. I believe you. There we go. Dazed. Okay. It's dead. It's definitely dead now. Let's get everyone out of here. I'll use the Mutalk to screen our forces as they retreat. Got it. Alright, time to get the fuck out of Dodge. You're good to go? Alright. That was somewhat stressful. But we did it. Alright. So, I'm back in this game. I've taken... I think it's been a week since I last played this. Yeah, now I'm back at it. I don't think much has happened since we attacked that Pandoran Citadel. I have unlocked this new type of recruit, this new type of soldier called Mutoids. They are soldiers I don't know how to describe it. We basically combined Pandoran DNA with human DNA and created this amalgamation. Mutoids are basically recruited, created, and leveled up with mutagens, and we extract mutagens from captured Pandorans. So getting like a whole bunch of mutagens from all the Pandorans we captured. They can only go up to level 5, so they lack the potential of our standard recruits, but being able to level them up and recruit them with mutagens, a resource we frankly have an abundance of. Right now I think we're just going to get some research done. Something else that we've done, we've unlocked the ability to look for antediluvian ruins, and we find them by making these archaeology probes. So I think we'll just launch one here. Yeah, we got a lot of research to do actually. That's basically what we need to do. So I think I'll try to accumulate the resources to build more research facilities in our bases. Until then, yeah, I think we should take the opportunity to level up some of our guys so we have more fully kitted out squads. Oh, we have detected an antediluvian ruin. Send an aircraft to set up an exploration operation and decide once exploration starts, the presence of the aircraft is no longer needed. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Let us see what happens. The valley below is lush, almost primordial. Places like these can still be found on a planet. Less than 20 years ago, they were covered by water or sediment. The earth was transformed, washed, dried, swept away, bringing back to sight and life a world hidden long time ago. So we can leave, I assume? That's convenient.
The writings of my great-grandfather recount his mission to Oglethorpe University and the Time Vault. I have the documents before me now. They prove what I had previously only suspected. A technologically advanced hominin civilization existed on this planet long before Homo sapiens came along. They flourished until something destroyed them. But some of them must have survived, or where did the stories come from? Somehow, they must have won.
At this point, Syme's notes become hard to make sense of. He seems to have investigated an archaeological site of some kind and noted down several fragments of antediluvian writing, which led him to wherever he went next. We would need to reconstruct the writing to figure out his final destination. We're just going further down the rabbit hole of this Syme's character and his investigation into this antediluvian society. We have so much research to get through. I really need to build like another research facility somewhere. Honestly, I think all we have to do now is to progress the story is a whole bunch of research. We do have this Disciples of Anu mission that we kind of been putting off, mainly because it's all the way in Antarctica for some reason. Got a lot to do. I don't think I'm going to really record all of it. As I've been recording and editing the gameplay, this is definitely turning out longer than I anticipated. I think I really need to not record every single battle just to save you guys the trouble. Okay, so we've just completed our first archaeological So we just completed our first archaeological expedition. So now we have to send a Phoenix team in there to basically investigate, because apparently the antediluvian site has some ancient defenses activated. Threat level extreme. Oh dear god. That makes me quite nervous. I mean, I could bring in the Scarab again, but the Scarab takes like 3 slots. So I'll only be able to take like 5 soldiers in there, and I just don't know what to expect. There's something out there waiting for us. I know, your team is landed near him. So I think this is sort of a semi-stealth mission. What the heck was that? Anyway, our mission is basically to kill all the enemies. Seems simple enough, but we have this Cyclops here, this thing. We kind of need to mind our steps. If we're not careful, we might alert the enemy defenses, and obviously we do not want that at all. I'm not seeing any enemies. There's just this thing so far. I think we'll just park ourselves up on this very nice terrain here, this height, and just take out enemies as they attempt to approach. There's no way it wants me to kill that, right? I mean, this is technically an enemy. A devastating protein mutane powered beam. Damage 120. Single shot. Going to scout ahead. Oh, okay. Time to panic. This automata is protected by some sort of electromagnetic field that reduces strength. Made for destroying some of the smaller automata will dampen the effect. But like, where is the other automata? Is that true? This ancient automata is reactivating while we have no intel. It seems the automata will bang. Oh, this is bad. You go over here. Take out that one. Alright, let's see what happens. Wow. So far they've missed all of their lasers, but I think I'll count that as a blessing. Okay, I need to get you out of Dodge. How can I get you out of here?
Is that really the best they can
One
do?
down. So far, things are going all right. Okay, now it really can't. Gonna struggle to get in melee range. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, their guys just suck for some reason. They have not hit us once so far in this battle. And their big golem is pretty much crippled at this point. It's a matter of just whittling it down. Also take. The only real weakness with this Scarab is that, frankly, it does not have much ammo. it tends to run out very quickly. I think if you keep firing it, it's going to run out in like 4 turns. Oh, why did it just reactivate, regenerate all its health? Oh god. Whew. Oh yeah, kill it. Did we win? Is it dead? It's Yep, it's dead. Good news is we've taken out the majority of their forces now, so I think we are in the clear for the most part. I think I'll use the vehicle to transport one of my guys, get them into combat without exposing them too hard. There we go. Okay, I think these are the last ones. There's the 4th one. There's 5? Oh boy. God, that's like a potential 250 damage per turn because their lasers deal 50 damage each and seem to completely penetrate our armor. Oh no, you don't. Yikes. Oh boy. Come on.
Looking for an angle.
Pulling out that vehicle. Maybe not the best decision, but that vehicle is like a lot of resources. Oh god. Dear god, don't miss this. Okay. That's that one down. Wait, what? What the hell happened? Oh, it's because we killed... There was like one... There was this one enemy with a yellow icon on it. And I think once we killed that, it sort of deactivated the rest. That was very close to going bad. I probably could have played that better, and it's kind of a miracle that I guess they all decided to go kaput. Got some kind of new resource. You immediately gain some amount of an exotic resource when you take control of an ancient site. So we got some kind of resource. Protean mutane. I assume there's some research involved with it. Yes, there is. Again, more research. This is exactly why we need more research laboratories. That is correct, because we had a ton of research to get through. So while we researched in the background, we did what we could to keep the Pandorans at bay by defending havens, destroying nests, and shooting down flyers spawned by the Behemoth, which, by the way, has actually fully destroyed a haven instead of just abducting it like it usually does. Okay, so just a heads up. The Behemoth, which originally would just abduct half of the population of a haven, instead of doing that, it just straight up destroyed the haven, which it doesn't spell well for how things are going to go from here. Yeah, to put it lightly, things are starting to ramp up quite a bit. Despite our efforts, the Pandorans keep evolving and mutating, and it won't be long until we start seeing some absolutely horrific Eldritch abominations. Okay, so I'm back. I wanted to make a recording because Zenidrion and New Jericho have declared war on each other. I didn't even know that could happen, honestly. I guess I didn't mention at the start of this playthrough that I never completed this game. I think I should have clarified that with I never actually gone that far into the game. I feel like this is the furthest I've ever gone. But yeah, as you can see here, New Jericho is attacking a Snedrion Haven, and I'm curious to see what happens if I don't do anything, because normally if a Pandoran attacks and successfully attacks a Haven, it gets destroyed. So I'm wondering if that's something that's going to happen. It kind of goes into the fact that with this game, you can't really help everyone, because eventually these factions are going to declare war on each other. So let me show you the diplomacy. Yeah, at war. Yeah, they're at war, and I don't think there's anything we can do. Oddly enough, the faction that worships the virus is at, well, relative peace with everyone. But other than that, we've made some progress on our research. It's basically led us to a final location of Symes, I believe, and unfortunately it is in Antarctica, which we have no way to get to because the only way to get to Antarctica in this game is to activate this space here, get a scanner going, and scan some locations around here so your aircraft can fly there. Unfortunately, activating it is going to be a nightmare because 1, it's expensive, and 2, it's completely infested, so we're going to have to clear it out. And at this point in the game, we're getting some very, very scary mutations and evolutions. I have activated a base in Antarctica, but we'll still need to make a scanner, and I'm hoping it can actually scan something we can reach, but we shall see. I am wondering, our relations with New Jericho are kind of better now. I feel like honestly we could flip this. Like, going into this, I thought we would be at war with New Jericho, but I feel like I see an opportunity to get ourselves back in good relations. Like, the reason why I want to go behind, backstab Snedrion is just because I want to grab one of these Helios. They're very fast aircraft, and it would be very nice to have one, especially in the late game where there's just so much distance to cover. I have like 3 teams right now, 3 main teams, but I'd like a couple fast moving ones just so I can always have like 8 soldiers deployed. Oh no, you can't steal it while it's being attacked. Darn. That's annoying.
Haven destroyed.
Oh, if they do successfully attack a Haven, it does get destroyed, so that really complicates this war. I thought I could just ignore it, but yeah, no, we really just gotta pick a side at this point. Oh wow, we can actually, so as I said before, New Jericho what's unique about them is they can actually go out and attack the Pandoran nests, which is actually very powerful because the Pandoran structures are tied to their evolution. If you let them kind of just be and don't do anything about them, the Pandorans are going to evolve and become more dangerous. This is kind of why I want to go after, kind of ally myself with New Jericho. So let's actually see what happens. I don't see New Jericho.
Check this out.
Wait, what? What was that? That's not a Pandoran, is it? That was definitely not a Pandoran pain noise or whatever.
Moving in.
Oh, so there's New Jericho. I literally just blew up New Jericho sniper. That's actually... sorry about that. Why are you running like that? So my save game almost got corrupted because there was a new update. I think it was just for the base game, not for the mod itself, but for the base game there was an update and it kind of messed with my save file, and ever since then my guys have been like running weird with their broken spines or something. I don't know. Does this guy have a rocket launcher? Oh my god, that's just a straight up rocket launcher. I gotta get that. So this was the sniper I accidentally blew up with a grenade. He's not doing very good, so I figured, you know, just kind of tie up this mission, I, let him evacuate, give him a chance at life. He may be part of a totalitarian dictatorship, but, whatever. I consider it an apology for blowing him up and destroying all of his limbs.
Taking them out.
Wow. Just sniped that thing from across the map with a rocket launcher. Congratulations, you've survived possibly the worst Phoenix Point has to offer. What is this thing? I just noticed this strange landmass here. I don't know what it is at all. I don't Gee, I wonder if this is going to be important later in the game. Oh boy. It just keeps getting worse. Alright, so just to reorient ourselves, refocus on our goals, I actually took the time to kind of look at the research requirements for the final mission of this game, because frankly I was getting a little impatient. But yeah, we're actually not too far away from completing the game. We just have to go to Antarctica and capture a Scylla, and I think from there we are set. Unfortunately, both of those are kind of a little difficult to do right now. We don't have any way to Antarctica, and the Scylla is just going to be difficult on its own, but we'll figure something out. Advanced paralyzing weapons. Yeah, this is what we want. I'm gonna buy this. Normally, how we have been capturing Pandorans is with this Azer thing, and it's melee only, so now that we have more dangerous creatures in the battlefield, using a melee only weapon is it's very risky. Although something that is of more immediate importance is one of our bases got infested. I'm making that a top priority right now. Good time to test out this is one of the new weapons we got, a Hell Cannon. It's really good against armor, besides from being just a general, super powerful heavy cannon type of thing. Okay, all we got is a few eggs so far. I'm actually gonna use my Mutalk here to kind of beat these things up. There we go. Oh yeah. You really want to use your Mutalks to finish off enemies so they get their action points back and they restore some health. Very effective. Our Mutalk wasn't fully healed going into this fight, so it's very nice that there's just eggs around to act as basically free health packs. Anyway, since this base was infested, any soldiers we had garrisoned in this base are actually still here. They're just mind controlled by those alien facehugger things. So if we could just shoot those off, we'll basically have more soldiers for this mission. We have to actually destroy the spawnery and the sentinels. That's the thing about an infested base. You actually have to clear it out by destroying the spawnery and the sentinels watching it. So far, so good. But my voice is cracking a lot for some reason. I don't know why. Kind of why I wanted to record a video. Not really make a video, but just record gameplay myself, so I actually, learn to talk, not have my voice crack all the time. Now, it said that the threat level for this mission is extreme. I'm kind of curious what that actually means, because I have not encountered anything super dangerous, but that could change in a moment's notice. Alright, let's see what's coming our way. I hear something big. There's the spawnery, just right there out in the open. We'll have no trouble taking that down. It's just what is around it I'm concerned about. If the Pandorans do start attacking, start approaching, we can easily funnel them in through here. Although I am worried about this second floor area. Okay, there we go. Archeron Asclepius mutation has the Call Reinforcements ability. Specializes in healing and aiding other Pandorans and does not have any direct defensive capabilities. So it's basically a support creature for the Pandorans. Well, it doesn't seem to... Oh! Alright, there's something here. I want to take out this Sentinel first. Alright, here we go. Wow. Just tore to pieces. Oh, yeah. Now our Mutog, which went into this battle kind of wounded, now has full health. I'm going to use Constance's ability Onslaught to give my Mutog some more action points, just so I can go ahead and just attack that Trident with the paralyzing sniper rifle. At least we deterred him for now. Alright, here we go. What's it gonna do? Okay. What's up here? Oh. That's unfortunate. Right, so I don't want to deal with more Tridents and Umbras. I'm gonna rush out and activate emergency vesting. There we go. Still have to take out the Sentinels, so we'll just do that. Gee, I wonder where it went. There we go. Oh yeah. So we can now focus on taking out the spawn room, and we should be fine from there. Alright, what are you gonna do? Can you actually, like, reach it? Yes, you can. So far, everything is going good. Yes, it wasn't actually that difficult of a mission. I have not seen the mind-controlled soldiers, because normally I thought that when you clear out an infested base that originally had soldiers garrisoned, you'd be able to free the soldiers, but no, I don't see them anywhere. Interesting.
I've got this.
So that's a nice chunk of damage right there. Let's see how you do. Ooh, yeah, these were a good investment. There we go. All done. We've almost got like a full squad of maxed out soldiers. That's nice. Alright, so we've successfully liberated this infested base. Unfortunately, we have to repair all the damage the infestation caused, and that's kind of expensive. So I definitely think going forward, we want to just prevent attacks altogether. Obtain a living crystal sample. Now, what did it mean by that? I am curious. So, one of the objectives we have to complete is capture a Scylla. A Scylla, in case you've forgotten, is those gigantic Pandoran behemoth creatures that are a real pain in the butt to deal with. We have a citadel. We're basically going to go in, capture it. Hopefully it doesn't go too bad. Our main plan right now is to get our best guys alongside a Mutog. Mutog is going to be very helpful for capturing the Scylla. My plan right now is to basically let the Scylla come to us. At least if we position ourselves there, we can't get flanked so easily. We need to take out this Archeron, because it can heal the Scylla once we try to paralyze it. It's like, that way it can't really get away.
Perfect shot.
Oh no way, don't tell me that this corpse is blocking the Scylla and it's going around a long way to get to us. Against my better judgment, I'm going to scout ahead. There we go. Yeah, it's going the other way around.
Nothing.
I am hoping it'll come here, through here. That would be very, very nice if it does. Here we go. Let's see where it's gonna go. Yeah, figured. Here we go. Alright, we're just gonna keep wailing on it with our paralysis rifles. So far so good, we're making progress. Alright, I decide to attack it, that's nice.
Enemy.
Wait, it's retreating. Is it retreating? It is. No, it's not. It's attacking. What's doing? Okay, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I think it's kind of stuck now. I don't know how, but for some reason it can't get past my Mutog. So far, so good.
Gotcha.
Oh dear. You need to get the heck out of there. Thank God this Mutog has leap. It would have been trapped there otherwise. And you're going to get... What?
Repositioning.
Let's melee this thing. Oh yeah. I actually want to melee it because I don't want to kill it with the poison from the Mutog. Yeah, that poison is actually becoming a concern now. I cannot use the Mutog anymore. It was a good advantage, but yeah. We're almost done. We are nearly done. We are nearly done.
Taking aim.
Yippee! Okay, we got it. Let's get the heck out of Dodge now.
Do this.
Alright, now that we captured Esquila, the last thing left to do should be to go to Antarctica and complete the mission there. We are so close to the end, and I'm very excited to finally be done capturing all of the footage. Yahoo! Okay, immediately. Scale up vivisection. Get that done so we can get rid of this Skilla. Wow, look at how much of our objectives got cleared up just from that. Incredible. Oh, I have not felt this kind of relief in a while. Excuse me. So we finally completed research on the Skilla. Now that that's done, I pretty much got rid of the Skilla. I exterminated it from our base. It's no longer in containment. The reason I did that is because certain Pandorans, if you keep them in containment for too long, it has a chance to trigger an enemy attack on a base. At least that's what I think. That happens if you keep a Siren in containment, so I figured, you know, might as well get rid of it. That's one research done. Now all we gotta do is get to Antarctica, which fortunately we can now actually, because we finally scanned a locale that we can use as sort of like a, I don't know, transportation point or whatever. So we're going to be heading there now, unless there's something else I would like to do. I do want to be able to produce these very interesting looking weapons here, but they require a special kind of resource that we gotta keep doing the antediluvian missions for. And that we did. We went on another archaeological expedition, and it was pretty much standard routine for the most part, except that the Cyclops had undergone some sort of crystallization, but it didn't really seem to affect it that much, so we just killed it anyway. And with that, we finally acquired living crystals. I don't know what those are exactly, but all you need to know is that with those crystals, we can finally manufacture some very powerful weaponry. Alright, we're back. So, to update on things, we've captured Esquila, and we've vivisected that and all that. And next up on the agenda is we're going to head to Antarctica to an exploration site, retrieve evidence of how the antediluvian proto-civilization defeated the Pandora virus. I think this is the last piece of evidence we need, and then from there we're set to finally complete the game. Before that, I do want to talk about some things that have happened. We have unlocked living crystals. I may have mentioned this already, but we have pretty much been able to acquire some really, really cool weaponry, such as this shotgun, Impossible Shotgun. Its stat line is pretty good. It's basically like an endgame weapon, looks like. But what was interesting was this psychic statistic. Psychic 1. I guess I'll first explain what Psychic even is. I actually took this on a test run against a Skilla, and apparently Psychic damage reduces the willpower of any given creature by that much. So I was basically shooting a Skilla and reducing its willpower down by like 12 per shot. We were basically able to solo a Skilla that Skilla in particular had 2 twin cannons on it for some reason. So I guess it was a good thing we got the shard gun just in time. Otherwise we would have had to deal with like a goddamn twin cannon artillery beast. But yeah, besides that, we've unlocked more acid weapons. So we're going to use those to take down the Pure once and for all. I feel like there's a cool reward if we do that. I will talk about our A team: Sophia Kope, Hania Jensens, Melania Bakker, Constance Richard, Gevorg Hartvik, and Jacob Ibber. I think our A soldier, our top soldier, is Melania. I've given him the shotgun, and they have just been like, and they went toe to toe with a Skilla. Also, I want to give a shout out to our Mutalk here, who's honestly carried us for quite a lot, especially with the Skilla missions. I think if we didn't have this Mutalk, we would have almost certainly lost at least one soldier from the Skillas. I want to give them a name. What to name them? Chai. Because I'm drinking chai right now, in fact. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it as far as updates. So I am going to go ahead and do what I gotta do for this Antarctica mission. Okay, here we are on the battlefield. We're supposed to be in Antarctica, but I guess the global warming made Antarctica, really warmed it up. Just need to get to the center and recover evidence here. Yeah, should be fine. Dead. Alright, so far, this seems pretty easy, honestly. Okay, so apparently the antediluvians, when they were under attack by the Pandora virus, they created something called the virophage that eliminated the Pandora virus, but also exterminated them as well. And it seems that Symes unfortunately perished here. He was rambling on about some kind of sphere or something, I don't know. The sphere is now in our possession, and it's up to us to figure out what it is and how it might help us save the Earth. So Randolph was right all along. Yes, I don't care. Yuguthian entity. The existence of the telepathic nodule suggests the possibility that whatever created the Pandora virus is controlling the Pandorans directly. We must find out more about this entity. Alright, research that. Apparently, we have much more to learn about the antediluvian ruins. In order to learn a bit more, we're going to reactivate a broken Cyclops. So it seems that we're basically playing a defense mission, but with only the automatons. This is very interesting. Aren't these guys immune to paralysis? They are. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so it does work like that. Okay, that's good. That's actually very good. Wow. Okay. That was actually pretty impressive. This is actually a fun little mode. Alright, blast him. What's the train gonna do now? Oh, he's gonna tickle me with his tentacles. Blast him. Lasered him down in the street. This is actually so fun. All units converge on the entity. I'm about to surround this siren. Blast him. Oh, yeah. That felt good. Alright, so here we are at the Bionic Fortress. We are about to go ahead and take down Subject 24. Okay, here we are. Oh. Oh, I love you. Here we go.
Please?
Oh, okay. We got him. Yeah, whatever. Subject 24, whatever. Subject 24 is no more. Back to Behemoth. You can now land a squad on the Behemoth to destroy it once and for all. Biophage injection. Our operatives are armed with a powerful bioweapon. We should exploit the weak spots on the Behemoth's skin and inject the Biophage agent there. Got it. Okay, so far this has been actually quite easy. I swear this was on normal difficulty. That was kind of anticlimactic. Now we've come to yet where to continue. We need to choose a new mistake to make. Okay, so it's asking us that we have to choose the faction. Okay, I thought about what I'm going to do from here, and honestly, out of all of the choices, I think I'll honestly just do the Phoenix Point path. Even though that's technically kind of the worst outcome because it will result in the near extinction of humanity. But honestly, I'm not really thinking about the morality of the choice here. Frankly, I'm just thinking about like what would make sense for my first playthrough. This is going to be my first time actually beating the game. So I figured, you know, I just do the Phoenix Point pathway, and then, you know, in future playthroughs, I can maybe roleplay, choose one of the other factions. You know, honestly, I'm not going to think too much about it. There is some other research we could do, but honestly, I kind of just want to get this playthrough done and over with. Let's research the Biophage injector and see where that takes us.
Research complete.
This option must only be considered as a last resort. Well, I'm taking it as the first resort. There's no other choice. The only way to stop the Pandora virus is to use the antediluvian Biophage, even though the consequences for humanity will be terrible.
Declaring war on the Phoenix Project is the last thing we ever wanted to do.
What?
But whatever the Phoenix Project used to be, it's not that anymore. So here we are. We're going to fight you, and we're going to win.
Today is a sad day.
Information regarding the Biophage injector has leaked out. As a result, all factions have ceased diplomatic relations with us. At this point, war is inevitable. Thanks. Oh, there it is. The Pandoran Palace. I'm taking our best team there and see what we gotta deal with. Succeed, we will have to inject the Biophage directly into the Yugothian receptacle's central cortex. I think we're all ready now. Here we go. This is where our road ends, one way or another. The receptacle must be located and destroyed. Let's do this. So there's the injector. We have to actually take it. Interesting. There it is. Yugothian receptacle. Alright, who's gonna carry it? Millennia, you are going to take the Biophage. You shall be the one to save us. Alright, so there's eggs here. Alright, so far nothing. More eggs. A hatching sentinel. Definitely think we want to take that out. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Should have figured there'd be a ton of snipers around here. Okay, take down that hatching sentinel immediately. These eggs are actually kind of nice to have around for Chai. He basically has 3 health packs all over the map and just like free movement points as well. At the gates, there's some kind of Pandoran organic structure barring our advance. Curiously, there appear to be access points or machinery interfaces that emerge from the smooth casing at 3 separate points. Okay, so we just gotta move our operatives to investigate, but it'll take time. Is there even like a reinforcement point for the Pandorans? Where are they gonna come from? We've only encountered 2 Tritons. We did get a peek at some of the creatures around here somewhere. They're pretty big ones. Uh-oh. Okay, so they do come out through there. Oh, that's concerning. How do we deal with you? Yo, why didn't you miss? Will beyond reason. You've seen the Revenants before, and it never gets any easier. The way they look at you with the eyes of old comrades. They look at you and scream. You watch one of them turn its weapons on the Pandorans that are pouring from the walls. Their sacrifice cannot be in vain. There has been too much. What the heck does that mean? Oh, that's... It became our... Oh, that's actually a cool mechanic. Fatma Lopez, I think our first and only casualty of this whole playthrough, is now our ally. That's actually really like that mechanic. That's actually very cool. Kind of annoying that they decided to take a pot shot at Jacob Eber, you know, before deciding to become our ally, but thanks anyway. Alright, here we go. Let's open the gate. That'll take 2 turns.
I'm on Overwatch.
Oh boy. Come on, you gotta be... Do not take control of my guys. If you do, I swear I... Whew, okay. Wowzers. This is getting kind of scary. I think we need to get out immediately. I do not think we should stick around here at all. This hit. Whew. Okay. There are 2 Chiron things that will shoot at us with our acid artillery, so that's kind of extra annoying. I think we gotta make a mad dash for the Yugothian receptacle. There's just too much here to handle. That's Skilla. He's gonna be real. Doesn't have artillery, so that's good to know. Alright, do not panic. Here we go. Chiron Asclepius Champion. Direct evolution in addition to call reinforcements. Oh dear god. We're about to get swarmed hard. Okay, yeah, we gotta run now. We cannot fight all of this. There we go. One of those things down. Go for the eyes. Attack the receptacle's eyes to stun it so that your operatives can then complete the objective. Okay, gotcha. Whoa. Okay, so that's what that does. Mark of the Void. That do. The Yugothian receptacle applies dangerous marks of void to operatives, damaging them and nearby allies every turn. This is... Look how many enemies there are. And like... the types of enemies. 2 Sirens, 3 Acherons, Skilla. I was not all prepared for this. Let's to stick with it for now, see where it goes. Maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel. I've accepted that someone is going to die. What matters is we complete the mission no matter the cost. Ugh, there's so many of them. It's like endless reinforcements. Especially with those 3 Acherons constantly calling for reinforcements and healing them on top of that. Chai is stuck right in the middle of this blast. I think Chai is actually will not make it through this mission. Oh god, Chai is really taking a beating. Oh god. Oh no. Oh boy. Ah, that was the die hard thing that activated. Alright, you're not dead yet, Chai.
All I need is a clear shot.
Oh, we can do it. We can do it. All right, let's do this.
On my way.
Activate objective. We got it. Activate objective. Yeah, let's go, Malenia. Come on.
We had no choice. None of the factions had a viable plan. There was no other way to save
that felt
the planet.
good. Yeah,
That's what we told
I know.
ourselves Within
Morally
minutes,
ambiguous
the
choice,
Pandora
but
virus began to
wow.
die, and its
Technically,
creatures
no one
soon
died.
followed.
So
They died by the millions,
I'll say that.
and soon the rest of us.
All right, that's it. Do you recall the legend of Fort Bacon? Victory. Game difficulty veteran. I didn't know that. 7 hours. That did not feel like 7 hours. 7 hours, I'll tell you that much. I have been playing this playthrough on and off for like 2 months. 1 soldier killed. I'd say that's impressive. All the other ones who were about to die in that final mission, that doesn't count. I'm kind of glad I didn't, decide to redo the mission. I was pondering that at first because I thought that it was like unsalvageable, but I was very definitely wrong in that assumption. And I'm glad Chai technically survived till the end. I guess since I'm here, I might as well talk about my my opinion on the game. I liked it. I guess with me, I don't really know how to describe it. A lot of these strategy games, while I do find them, very satisfying to play, fun to play, they also tend to be very stressful for me. I don't know why. Especially that final mission. I was like, confronted with all of those enemies at once. And it was like overwhelming. I'm glad I kind of like ended up sticking to the mission, like not redoing the mission, sticking to it. As far as the game goes, yeah, I liked it. I think it's a lot of people say it's specifically when you compare it to modern XCOM versus classic XCOM, people tend to say, at least from what I've seen from online reviews, that it plays more similar to classic XCOM, and I guess that's true in the sense that it's like Geoscape, it's campaign, I don't know what to call it, the Geoscape feature. That's probably the most similar to the classic XCOM games, but honestly I feel like Phoenix Point is kind of tries to do like a mix of both classic and modern XCOM. In classic XCOM, your soldiers tend to be very, very expendable. They tend to die very quickly and very easily, so and in modern XCOM, there's still permadeath. Your soldiers have a lot more value. You invest a lot more time and resources into them that makes their deaths much more impactful. And you can see that here, where the soldiers kind of take that sort of a modern XCOM approach. They level up, they gain powerful abilities. You essentially go from basic soldiers to almost super soldiers, which is nothing like classic XCOM, where your soldiers, even your most elite ones, are very susceptible to, getting one shot. I think that's like what I like about classic XCOM. If I lose a soldier in that, I'm kind of going like, well, that's unfortunate. I can like replace them easily, but here it's like, you know, I get very, very anxious when one of my very elite soldiers is like in a rough spot. Let's see what's next. What is Fort Bacon? That's like a constant thing in the loading screen tips. It's like, have you ever heard the legend of Fort Bacon? Like, no, I don't. But yeah, that's it.